The Salvation Army now has requests on its angel tree from 385 children in need this Christmas. The Salvation Army is now in need of some angels to purchase clothing for the children. Angel trees are at VF, Outlet Mall, and at Walmart. Tammy Flemons, treasurer for the Hopkins County Salvation Army, discussed Angel Tree on KSST's Good Morning Show with Enola Gay on Monday morning.
We had our sign-ups last Saturday and last Tuesday, and we got 385 kids that we need to help.
Okay.
And we try to focus on getting them clothes, and we let Blue Santa take care of and Empty Stocking take care of the toys. We have found that that's a huge need is for parents. They tell us that they really need clothes.
Okay.
And so that is where our main focus is.
Okay. So Angel Tree works very simply, really. The concept is simple. You find out what the needs are, you post them, people fill the needs with the angel, the little card, and hold one of those cards up once again.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's say the angel looks like this, and they are on 2 trees.
Yes, ma'am, at the VF Outlet in Walmart.
Okay. And on the back of each angel?
Yes, on each angel, we put down their shoe size, their pant size, their shirt size, and coat size. And then we'll put a need and a want from what the parents feel like they need. And like this child needs pajamas and would like some slippers. So, and we've got some that want blankets, that need blankets for that as well. And we put that down because we have found out that some of these families have no heat in their home. And so we just try to provide, if they ask for a blanket, we try to provide whatever we can to keep them warm through the winter.
And the card also says if it's boy or girl,
yes,
baby
ma'am.
Or older, like the age of the child?
Yes, ma'am. It's got the age on it.
Okay.
I've got several here. We have them all the way up. My youngest one I've got right now is 2 weeks to 18.
Age 18, okay.
Yes.
And the sign-ups to be on Angel Tree are now closed. Is that right?
That is correct.
So you say about 325 children?
385.
385, okay.
Yes, 385. Last year we had 344.
Okay.
And most of them did get adopted. We had to go out and try to figure out, we went and shopped for about 50 kids ourselves that did not get anything.
So when you say adopted, that means someone has come along, bought most of the things that are on that angel's wishes or needs, and placed them back under the tree, unwrapped. Is that right?
That is correct.
Okay.
They take them to the VF Outlet or the bank during their regular business hours, and then the bank and the VF Outlet, once they get so many, they'll call me, and then I'll go out and pick them up.
So when you are taking them back to the VF Outlet or the bank, you put them back at the angel tree?
No, don't put them at the angel tree.
Okay.
Give them to one of the stores or give them to the bank personnel. That way we make sure that nobody takes them.
Okay. Then December 10th, by December 10th, you want all these back in if possible.
Yes, ma'am. We try to get them back in by December 10th. We like to get all the gifts back to the parents by December 12th, but we know normally that does not happen. We'll have to go out and shop for some of these kids that don't come back.
Taking that sort of in a step, December 10th, deadline to have your gifts turned back in, and then you do all this magic process of sorting and putting them all to each child. Each child has a bag or a box or whatever, and their things and their size go in it.
Yes, ma'am.
Then the date that you set that parents can come and receive that box, that's also done sort of an orderly fashion on a certain day and time.
Right. And we try to by December 12th, but like I say, they don't always come in. So a lot of times I'll just tell the parents, I'll call you when everything comes in.
Good.
Because they may have, we were trying to keep them in because by families, we try to see if some people in the community, like large churches, want a group of families to take. But we normally just put them individually on the tree, and so we try to get all the brothers and sisters stuff in before we start calling parents.
Okay, that's a very kind, thoughtful way. Well, I think of this, I just believe that grandparents have such an opportunity for influence in their grandchildren's lives. So let's say there's a family who has plenty for their own celebration, to teach the child about the power of giving.
Yes, ma'am.
So you could take this child and buy some things for the angel tree.
Yes, ma'am. We have heard of kids, I've ran into a couple of kids that were recipients of the angel tree. I've done this in the past week, and they told me that now that they are able to provide for others, they go out and try to help, and they'll get an angel off the tree to buy for. So,
that's wonderful. And it is a local tradition that we have. Of course, probably Salvation Army does this all over the nation.
Yes, ma'am, they do.
Okay.
So,
and we support that very strongly here. So this year, kind of a change. Mostly it's clothing and blankets that Salvation Army is going to be providing.
That's correct, and shoes.
And shoes, okay. And 2 other agencies are going to handle the toy needs.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You would find out about that at Can Help.
Yes, ma'am. It Can Help. I know they're signing up through Wednesday, the 25th. They're signing up kids if they need any toys.
Through this Wednesday, November 25th.
That's correct.
I do know one other thing. Each Monday, I believe, through this month of November, as a benefit to Blue Santa, I believe it is at Chili's, that a portion of your purchase there would go to Blue Santa.
Yes,
so Chili's was kind enough to offer that.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
That's good. And where we normally get most of our money for say the angel tree or any other needs that we have, because we also help families that get displaced by fire. We had those storms back in May that we helped some families out that got displaced from their home because their roofs got ripped off. We get most of our financial from bringing bells, and so we set up at Walmart, and we'll have one at each door, somebody there. We can sign up in pairs or groups, and they ring bells, and that's how we get most of our money for Salvation Army in Hopkins County. So,
okay. Would you like to be a bell ringer? Do you have shifts available?
I do have shifts available. Lots of shifts available. So it is getting better, but it's always hard to fill the Friday and Saturday after Thanksgiving. So I still have some shifts available. I have one man that he loves to ring for us, and he'll take a 10-hour shift if I don't have anybody. So
wow.
He's very passionate about it.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
So just dress warmly as a bell ringer, and locations around our town?
We're just doing it at Walmart, strictly at Walmart is where we're doing it. And if I had an abundance of volunteers, yes, we would go out. Okay. But it's, like I say, it's hard to find volunteers, so we just, we do it at Walmart. It's our main place.
All right.
They're very gracious enough to let us do it there.
Okay. Well, before we're done with our interview, we're going to be finding out your phone number so that people can call you if they want to be a bell ringer or if they want to ask questions about being an angel tree donor.
Okay.
Also, I want to ask you now, after December 10th, when all the gifts supposedly will be in, all rounded up, you may have to go shopping to fill the need. And so you have a bit of a budget that you can do that with.
Yes, ma'am, we do. And that's where the bell ringing came in from last year. We'll have money from that we'll be able to go out and help. Okay. And then this year, whatever we get as well.
Well, go ahead and give us your number if you would.
The phone number is 903-951-0526.
Okay, 951-0526. Can you receive a text on that number?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And is there any other way that you mostly promote being reached besides the phone number?
They can go to the Facebook. It's Hopkins County Salvation Army Facebook page, and you can like it and message me through that.
Okay, wonderful. Well, Tammy, I do want to ask you about your position now with the Salvation Army and your volunteerism through it. How did this come to be?
About 3 years ago, the lady that was doing helping with the angel tree, her father got sick, and she had to go and help with him. And so I just called one day to see if I needed to go out and buy any more kids. Our church was actually going to help with some of the kids, and they just asked if I could come up and try to help get it organized. And so it all started from there, and the next year they asked me to be over the angel tree, and we didn't have a whole lot of funds last year. We just went out and had a lot of faith that God was going to provide. they told us to try to limit how many kids would be on the tree because, like I say, our funding was so low. But there's no limits for God, and we ended up helping 344 kids last year. So.
And are you a contact also for Salvation Army in general?
Yes, ma'am. I'm actually the treasurer for Salvation Army, and so that is what I do.
So that would be all year round?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, well, we're going to put the focus for our listeners and viewers on helping in a Christmas spirit, but hurrying up right now through this Thanksgiving time. We all love to go shopping during Thanksgiving and right after. Of course we do.
Right.
And shopping for others is a good way to share.
Yes. And a lot of these kids will ask for like Nike shoes or name brand stuff. And just please remember that these kids, some of them have nothing. And so most kids just want to fit in. And if it's with a new pair of shoes or a jacket that's a name brand, that may make them feel like they're part of something. Okay. So just that a lot of them just get secondhand stuff. So it's really nice at Christmas when they get to open up a new pair of shoes or a new shirt or a new coat.